Distinct beats.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say it's something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 234. We in the building. You already know what it is. It's the host with the most, B Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick. How y'all feeling out there?
Yeah. You know the vibes. You already know what you gotta do. Please download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android, and make sure you follow us on all social media. This Might Not Go Well. If you're in brand new business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. And also make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and rate us 5-star everywhere because that helps out with the algorithm. All right, episode 234. How we doing this week, brother?
I'm chilling, man. Definitely. Glad to be in the spot. We recording a little bit later than usual, but it's all good because it was with good reason. Yeah. Shout out to the 5 a.m. gym people. I know. Shout out to the New Year, New Me people too. Y'all be wilding though. Y'all got to think better hours. Like, come on. I know after work, everybody, I'm gonna get in there. I respect your hustle. Just, come with a plan. Don't just walk around. Don't just be in the way. Like, go in there, get your 30 and get your 45. Do you? I'm proud of y'all. But for real. I like 5 a.m., but I can't do 5 a.m. every day. I'm not going to limit myself. I can do 5 a.m., but I want the option to go at 5 p.m. sometimes and it not be a freaking 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll wait for that. That's why I shout out to Pure Gym for that 24/7. I can't do that after 5. That shift? Everybody coming home and then everybody still fake a little tired, but they trying to continue, so they be taking their time. I'm okay with that. But this week was it's January, you feel me? We out here, once again, happy Founders Day to all the peoples. You already know what it is. All the January orgs, happy Founders Day. But we here though. We started late, so if this episode might be a little short, we're gonna speed through it because we old and tired out here. All right, we'll come back next week full of energy. Also, Tox may or may not join us, so shout out to Jamie Tox. And also, we want to say speedy recovery to Big Money V. Nothing wrong with her, seriously, but she went in for a dental procedure. And now, she's talking with a lisp and she's wearing a face band looking like a swollen cookie. So she's going to be out of commission for a while. So, but speedy recovery. She's okay, though. I was just talking to her earlier. But Slick, there's some heavy stuff on the news, man. ICE in Minnesota is wilding, man. We have 2 unfortunate victims. We have Renee Good and Keith Porter Jr., who was killed by ICE agents in Minnesota. And now the protest is going on, leading to the point where Trump is threatened to work on the Insurrection Act to stop protesting. So what's going on over there? It's like this world is going up.
It's scary because it's like you already have to navigate your personal life, right? You have to navigate what you go through on a daily basis, the highs, the lows, sending love and light to anybody that has been going through, tough times recently. We got nothing but love for y'all on this side. But then to think about the role the government is playing in it, and like American citizens are being basically sicked on other American citizens under the guise of lawful justice and preserving America, whatever the hell you want to call it. And it's just one of those things where it's when do we wake up? And I love that people are inherently not just falling for it, but it's just like, come on, Renee Good, Keith Porter Jr., and then the public's response being considered the problem. What are we doing as a nation? And I get it. And the beautiful thing about America is that everybody can have their own personal views politically, religiously, socially, whatever may have you, right? But we're watching, I don't even know if I have the words for it. What we are watching looks like something out of a horror movie.
Bro.
Because I'm like, even when you think about the members of ICE, the agents, the officers, like a lot of these guys are signing up for this. They're not like all trained military, or you didn't have to go through sort of quote unquote military training for this. It's like, show up, go do these things, and then you're protected. You get to go out there with a mask. You can question people without cause. You can find a reason to do something to somebody, and then no matter if it even worse comes to worse, you can take a step back, like you're good. It's scary. So definitely love and light to the families affected, the people of Minneapolis, and just even when we talk about the Insurrection Act, like that's something where it's like people are calling this out. They're like, we see what's happening. It's almost like inciting a riot just so you have a right to pull out the water hoses, for lack of better words.
Oh, no.
I genuinely hope that there could be some kind of resolution here where we just all wake up, like, even if it's on the other side saying, yo, we realize we was wild. You can't get life back, but come on. Because now you think about what's happening on the home front. We think about what's happening globally, potential. We gonna talk. I mean, the Verizon. If y'all have Verizon, y'all seen. I was like, oh, they cyber attacking. Oh, we locked out. But
and I forgot Verizon has a monopoly on things. T-Mobile, all this good stuff.
Yeah, you see some crazy stuff like that. You think about the potential rumors of drone strikes in the Middle East and evacuation of military bases near Iran, and hearing what Russia is saying, Germany is saying, troops in Greenland relocating naval ships and whatnot to different seas. It's like everything that's happening, like, where is the positivity? Where is the hope? Even off waxes now, we were just talking about, like, yo, in everyday life, most of our friends make more than what their parents made. Parents that built a life for us, right? Able to buy us every Christmas gift we wanted, even when they didn't know how they was finna do it. Able to take you on vacations, able to pay for your schooling or get you in better situation. For the real hustling parents, they was able to get their kids designers and stuff like that. You feel me? Nowadays, some people live in check to check. A lot of people making good money live in check to check. A lot of people there is no ownership of property. There is no lane to really to navigate, to be able to push through. Like, hey, yeah, I know if I lock in on this for 6 months, I'm good. Like, it's hard to say that exists unless you really gonna live below your means with like nothing, right? So with everything happening in the world, all this darkness, like, again, it's not even part of the document, but I need you to, like, try to find some hope. Try to find something that you can hold on to and look forward to. If that's your kids, and making sure that they don't have to see you sweat. If that's a hobby, if that's your own self-development, right? Find something that allows you to escape, because everywhere you look up, it's like, damn, it's real dark outside and hell is hot. Shout out DMX.
Yeah, and then just also on the political select news, man, Governor Kathy Hochul released her state of state. I suggest every New Yorker, please look into it. She's talking about universal child care, immigration protection, streamlining building, big tech, overall getting around, and public safety and criminal justice. So please, as New Yorkers, please invest your time into looking what's going on and making sure you're educated. And also, if you're in a city, it's Mondani's first 100 days. So pay attention to see what's going on, because more than ever, not only just on the federal level, on the state level, city level, town level, you need to start getting involved in politics and seeing where we can do and what we could do for our communities out here. All right, Slick, let's get into some celebrity news, man. Did you get to see the Golden Globe Awards?
I saw the rundown.
All right, so real quick, Timothy Chalamet or Michael B. Jordan? Who should have won best?
I haven't seen Marty Supreme. as a fan, I would. Like I said, as a fan, I've seen Sinners. I think Michael B. Jordan gave a great performance. What I will say is this, and it goes for the Oscars, the Golden Globes, the Emmys, the Grammys when it comes to music, right? These are not fan voted awards or like critical consensus awards. These are awards that are voted on by a group of peers in those respective spaces, right? Hollywood Foreign Press, the Academy, the Grammy Board, etc. Right? So what we think or what the general public and conscious say about an artist, whether that be an actor, musician, whatever, doesn't really matter. Them boys looking like we don't give a fuck. This is reflective of what we like. So in the case of Chalamet and Michael B, we fuck with both of them. Generally, they both got great catalogs. If you need like a real breakdown of between the two, Torre, who used to be a MTV personality, he gave a great breakdown.
I don't fuck with him
about this, or because of the Drake thing.
And also, he got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy.
Oh, got him, but he
certified sexual assaulter. We heard about you, Torre.
Well, even in that space, he did an amazing breakdown of how Hollywood sees both men, and when you think about it, if it comes down to an action piece or a popular culture movie or respect or award or black, well, let's keep it a black award, Mike B got it. He had the most powerful black performance of this year. And I will hyphen it by saying he would have lost to Jonathan Majors if they ain't hate, because I ain't gonna front. When you think about the Oscars, you're looking at the person acting and how they feel. It's not the overall movie, it's the acting, right? Jonathan Majors killed Magazine Dreams, but he also chased that white girl, so you know he wasn't getting no love.
Oh, you already know he was gonna win.
But Chalamet,
but let's be clear, they wasn't in the same performance. Timothy Chalamet won and best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, and Michael B. Jordan lost
drama
and the best performance by a male actor, and in a motion picture drama.
What we going to say, if like I said, and I reveal my nerddom in this, I'll be following the trends. They both going to be nominated for for an Oscar, right? They're not, the Oscars ain't dumb enough to snub Michael B. Jordan, but so is DiCaprio is going to be there. Who else? Ethan Hawke is going to be there. It's like two more people. Chalamet is most likely going to win because he has the push. He's a Hollywood darling, and he's somebody that, like Torre said, is someone they think people will go see him. He picks strong titles and has a strong resume. Michael B. Jordan, this might be his best chance, just off the strength of like, hey, this was a dramatic role. So it showed range. That we was making that joke. He played the same nigga. He's Will Smith. He played the same nigga every movie. But I'm rooting for Mike in the sense of like I'm rooting for Sinners to get respect, because it seems like Hollywood is definitely turning their back on Sinners as a hopeful because of what Ryan Coogler did. He got that great deal, an unprecedented deal, where he'll receive ownership of the movie and all the rights and everything back, hopefully while he's still alive, and be able to make money off of this for his family. Like, he created generational wealth. They don't want other people getting that deal. So yeah, you can make an original blockbuster, but you're not gonna win awards and shit for this. What you think?
And also his speech when they won too, that was heartfelt, and he advocated for things. I could see them snubbing him now for future awards because of that.
And you never really see this other point I'm gonna make, right? How many times are you watching an award show and people are winning but shouting out another movie, the same movie? Not saying they disrespect, you don't show love, but maybe in the interview, maybe somebody poses a question. Chloe Zhao shouted out Coogler. Chalamet at one of the award shows shouted out Michael B. Jordan. Right? Niggas know what it is. And that doesn't diminish. I don't want to diminish Chalamet's performance. I haven't seen it. And I do, it's on my list to see, but I was like,
But do you feel like, because the movie literally came out like 2 weeks ago, like and I'm not being facetious when I say that. It literally could be 2-3 weeks ago this movie came out, and he's already winning a Golden Globe award.
My pushback to that would be that critics get to see it a lot earlier. Critics have access to it, and I think that
a month and a half ago, probably.
Yeah, no, I'm being for real. But critics get to see it earlier, and it's not like they have a cutoff as with the Grammys. Like the Grammys is a clear. Your joint come out September 30th. You good. Your joint come out October 1st. You're cooked, right? With movie awards, it's like you got maybe they announce award they give you up until a certain point. So like the movie came out Friday, be like, oh, we seen it, and they was like, oh, you hear about these performances, like for example, The Rock and the Smashing Machine, right? If the Smashing Machine made the same kind of money that Chalamet's movie made, The Rock would be nominated and probably be winning some of these awards too. So that's the thing. So it not only is it a strong performance, it made bread. Money talks, and when the money also ties in with the performance, you're gonna see these people winning these awards. So, but yeah, the Golden Globes.
I know, yo, Sinners. We don't need a sequel. We don't need a spin-off. I know that's what they're trying to do, and this is why I don't like what Hollywood does. Yeah, get a good thing, and yeah, I want to sit here and break off so many series. Sinners did a great job. Ended the story where it was, even gave you a look into what happened in the future. Let it be. Create some new IPs, okay? Create some new IPs out here, man. But I do agree with you, Slick, and I think this snub for Michael B could be his Oscar winning moment.
Yeah, we'll
next
see.
month.
We'll see how they move. Like I said, I just like I said. You hope for the best, but
and shout out to Tiana Taylor.
No, we're not. No, shout out to if you winning. I watched that movie 3 times. I enjoyed the movie. She was in that bitch for 10 minutes, and I'm not trying to discourage black women. Why we always gotta be freaked out to win an award? She was freaked out in that movie. I
didn't get to see it because it was too long.
She was freaked out in that movie. Nah, that movie's fire, 100%. She was one of the better part. Like I'm not gonna say her character played a major role in the plot. You don't see her after the 13-minute mark. She's referenced plenty of times. And my problem with it is, again, black women only win these awards when they freaked out or they a slave. Or something.
That's why they were saying she won a Halle Berry award.
Yes.
A Monster Ball. Oh, and again, I was seeing that on Twitter, and I didn't understand because I didn't see the movie. But that's why.
Shout out to her for making it happen. But at the same point, like I said, I'm not going to say I got to look back at the nominees and maybe see some more of the movies. But I was really sitting there like, for real? Like it was It was her. Like I would have rather the girl that played her daughter in the movie have won an award, because I was like, she carried that role. She carried the movie. The movie was built around her, right? So it's like, oh, good movie. Her acting was solid. Like I'm not going to front, but I was like. For me, it's like when Jamie Lee Curtis beat Angela Bassett. I'm like, yo, Angela Bassett put on a great fucking role, and it felt important to the overarching theme of the movie for more than the first act or the introduction or the exposition. You feel me?
Yeah, I got real quick. I got it. I got the nominee section. Let me copy and paste it for you so you get to see it. You tell me who out of that list wins.
If I seen it, because I might, like I said, it might be.
So you have Emily Blunt, The Smashing Machine, Ellen Fanning, Sentimental Value, Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good, Iga. I'm not even going to pronounce that, man. I'm gonna butcher this. Iga from Sentimental Value, and then Amy Madigan from Weapons.
Okay, so I mean, just off the top of my head, I know Emily Blunt played a major role in her movie. I think when you say support, like for me, when I hear supporting, I'm like, all right, you might not have been the main character in your movie, but you helped carry your joint. You might be the second build woman in your movie. And I just feel like in that joint, was she second build? I don't know.
Well, I'll probably give it to Ariana Grande because Ariana Grande is just as important as the main character in Wicked.
But also, how good was the movie? And I think that was the thing. So it was a good movie. So I'm like, all right, maybe upon seeing the list, I get it. But I don't know. I feel like these niggas be mad iffy when they give out these awards.
You're right, but but look at the bright side. With this award, she's gonna get more roles, and now can possibly do some more movies. And even though she has been doing movies lately, more than her actual music career, but now this opens up. Now she has cachet to step into some of these studios and request a bigger role. So we gotta look at the bright side for that.
I mean, historically though, if you do look at black women after they win these awards, a lot of them don't get a lot of run after that.
Try to be positive here, man. You said to look for hope in the beginning of this episode.
I am looking for hope, but I call out the establishment when they be doing bullshit.
Facts. All right, real quick, what's your thoughts about Mero being the new Hot 97 host in the morning?
Shout out to him. I mean, was there a criteria release or was it just like who popping?
No, there wasn't no criteria release, but this was speculated by Roy, New Roy and Mall. Practically everybody behind the scene kind of said this was a good fit, which I believe so too. And this is good for him too, because even though he still does the podcast with Carmelo Anthony, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, but his role on that is very like shifty. So now this adds a stability. Now he is getting some flack from Joe Budden. Now I know Joe Budden wasn't trying to hate on him, but Joe Budden was just like, Mero, that's it. This was the big announcement. Just Mero, like you just have him up there, like where's the supporting crew? Who else are you going to attach to him? I don't know.
I feel like radio is important, but at the same point, it doesn't have the same impact it once had. You know, or who was the new people that's going to be running, blah 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 blah. Right now, it's
still effective.
Yeah, I mean,
radio still gains a lot of viewership everywhere, especially in rural places that don't really do all that technology stuff. There's no market for it. I mean, I don't mind it. Mero's funny. He's very much in the industry. He got a comedy background, so I know it's going to be entertaining. But I'm kind of with Joe with this. Like, I would rather, if it was Desus and Mero in the morning, I would heavily jack that more because it's like, all right, two people. But from what I'm seeing so far, it's just him. So I'm just like, I really want to see now what he's going to do with this show now. Is he going to go get a lot of social media influencer to help him out? Because now, you know, most of the standards now, everyone's trying to copy the Breakfast Club. You know, get 3 people. You get your wild boy like Charlemagne. You get maybe a musical person like DJ Envy, and then you get a journalist like Angie. So, like, you know, so it was like Angela. Sorry, I said Angie. Angela. So it's like, I want to see what he does with the show. He just started this week, so I'm going to hold out. But, you know, New York, you know, he's from the city. I'm going to be positive and, you know, support my boy Mero.
Yeah, shout out to the come up. That's probably, let's see what happens.
Facts. All right. What's your thoughts about Chris Brown's $500 million defamation lawsuit being tossed out?
He was being sued or he was suing somebody?
He was suing somebody.
Oh, I mean,
for 500 M's.
And they told him he can't. They threw it out. They said he can't have that. Not surprising. Yeah. Not surprising. I mean, who is
hey, they say, hey, little nigga, we let you back in the media graces. Don't do too much now. We letting you win awards now. We not letting people fuck with you like that.
Hulu or whoever.
Oh yeah, against the makers of the documentary Chris Brown: A History of Violence.
Oh, from Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll probably appeal it. He'll get something. I think it's just a matter of like, you know who they fuck with, who they don't. They going these especially these documentaries are like, oh, we own the rights to you. You signed a contract with something. We gonna put out whatever we want about you. You're not getting this bread.
So. Yeah, but I understand. But I'm glad that Chris Brown is still doing his thing, and now he's being more respected. Now, I have to know your point, because I know you're not a big church person, but what was your thoughts on that Durski church skit, man? Yo, and then I found out who it was based off of, Slick. I might join the boat that you're in.
What?
I might join it, because some of these niggas that everybody's thinking he's referencing, and I'm seeing their clips, oh, they running a scam. So allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly so niggas don't come after us. They are running a scam.
Drewski is on a run. He's saying things that people say. Like he's converging on barbershop conversation. Like I was just barbershop, but like the shit you talk about with your homies, Drewski has a skit for. And I think this was just one of those things. Was like, again, everybody knows how I feel. I consider myself spiritual, not overtly religious, or not when it comes to organized religion. Like I said, I'll support the message, but I don't support the meeting. It was what it was. The mega churches don't sit right with me. Like, yo, if you're mega in your faith, absolutely. But then, well, he said, I got on. Y'all asking why I got on Christian Dior?
Because I'm a Christian.
and I walk in the blood of Jesus. I was like,
what?
That was a bar, him flowing. And it's like, you see the references, like, he's not being facetious. He's pulling from real references. Like, yo, this really happened. And people thought it was okay. But then
some of the names that he's saying. And go ahead.
Nah, the best part was the end when he got to the car, like, yo, you paid your tithes? He's like, no, get the fuck away from my car.
He even mentioned that famous video when a person said, lock the doors until. But also, okay, so like, I know allegedly one of the pastors he was talking about was Pastor Troy. Like, you probably don't know him. Do you? He's an African pastor. Like, I done TikTok some of the videos, Slick. You would have thought this man was a billionaire, Slick. This man comes out with Gucci, Louis, comes out with a fleet of cars, big celebrations. And I'm sitting here like, wait, since when churches, why are people paying this? And then Mike Todd, this boy Mike, you're a gym person now, Slick. What are your thoughts if you saw your pastor had a whole gym set on the stage and he did some chest with some dumbbells, Slick?
It's theatrical. It's very. I like I said, I appreciate the message. There's good preaching. Like, people that could tell us, like, if you going in for the community worship, I get it. But shit like that, like, I'm not going to no mega church. I'm not.
Oh, son.
And why black people? Like I said, there's Joel Osteen and them, but like, why the mega church always be mostly focused on our people? See, that's why I don't. Let's move on.
Yeah, but now just to end it off, now is getting mixed reviews. A lot of people find it funny, but a lot of the churchgoers are going against him. Even Michael Todd is on a platform talking about it, and
of course they are.
He's over here pays for Durski's mental, emotional, and spiritual health.
Of course he is, because you know why? When you see your reflection in some of these skits, people feel a type of way. It's always funny till it's you. It's like the kids that don't know how to get cracked on. You gotta have tough skin. Did somebody make fun of you and be like, yo, you got it. It's fine.
That's a fact.
Because again,
also shout out to Kev on Stage too. I want to give a special shout out because I'm a big fan of Kev on Stage. I watch him from everything he did in All Deaf into what he's doing now. He's been making these jokes. Shout out to my boy Kev on Stage, and shout out to Durski. Now, part 2 of last week's conversation, Slick, of Celine Powell. Now, I finally found out the reason why she exposed him, Slick. So apparently, she gave Offset $20K. He only paid back $5K. But Slick, she went on a platform, and I think this is probably her new platform. She shows a video evidence of Offset allegedly threatens to shoot Stefan Diggs in his knees. What's your thoughts about all of this, man?
Damn, life comes at you fast when you fucking these hoes.
First of all, Offset, and then she shows video of Offset threatening to get girls to jump her too. Offset, once again, I come here to repeat what I said last week. I don't care what she does. She's now on platforms talking about it more, showing more videos, saying how you gamble your money away, and niggas is catching video of you at the casinos right now. All this is your fault. I don't put no blame on Celine Powell. She's the same girl who made lies about you beforehand. And for you to go laid up in that twat again, this is all you, Offset. This is all you. But now, Slick, I also understand why she be tricking on niggas. So she was on DJ Academic stream, and DJ Academic, they used to fuck with each other and whatnot. But he was like, yo, bless me with $20K. She's like, all right, what's your wire? So now I see why niggas is fucking with her. She tricking on the low too over here. She tricking on the low. Shout out to you, Selena Miles. Shout out to you, man. One more thing before we get off the 70 news, man. What's your thoughts about Cenat's new endeavor? He recently released a video saying, I quit. Many people are speculating that he quit streaming, but he also showcased that his other YouTube channel where he's teaching himself how to read. And he's designing a new clothing brand. He's just more in his spiritual bag, and he's talking more about mental health and improving himself. What's your thoughts about Cenat new endeavors?
I mean, maybe he made enough bread. I mean, I ain't going to trip on anybody trying to better themselves or make a move, but we also have seen this, like, any press is good press in the industry he's in. So if he's making positive moves for himself, shout out to you, my boy. And if you made enough money to be like, yo, I don't need to do that no more. I'm gonna just do this. I already got the ear of the people. Yo, either way, it's working for him, so he got it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for him, and also some of you guys need to start reading for 20 minutes a day. You don't have to do the whole 75-day hard challenge like my boy Slick Kid is doing, but some of y'all, because you know what pissed me off too, because they're making clips of him looking up words as he's reading that because he doesn't know the understanding of it, and they're trying to make fun of him for that, which is by far the most stupidest shit ever. Because it's like, you think he's supposed to know this word off the rip? And this is how you educate yourself. This is how you become a better speaker. This is how you just become better educated. And a lot of you guys on this social media, especially these streamers, need to start taking a page out of that book to improve yourself. And I can understand Slick, because he says that I quit overthinking, and I understand because he's in a position now, Slick, where everything around his life is analyzed, and he's stuck at a position where, do I continue just to do this one thing of Twitch and streaming, even though I might have love for it for what it has done for my life, but I'm a creative. Do I want to continue doing this, or should I psych myself out, or am I too scared to jump into a new endeavors? And I support it. You know, my half Haitian brother, I support you, bro. Fuck what niggas is talking about. At the end of the day, this is your life. If you don't want to do streaming no more, you don't want to do content creating, you want to get into fashion, at the end of the day, bro, you did what you did. You made a mark in this world. And if that's your dream, that's your dream. Don't let niggas stop you from doing that. Alrighty, man. Let's get into some music, man. What's your thoughts about Fetty Wap being released from jail, man? 1738.
I guess it is. Hey. It's a 2016 throwback year, so I guess let's do it. Shout out to Fetty.
Come on now, man. Slick, you sent me this TikTok a while back ago about, yo, these kids today don't understand the college era from 2011 to 2016, man. What we was doing out here when we had the Migos, we had all these up-and-coming rappers that they love and adore today, and they beginning shit. Like, I still remember Albany. Yo, we was one of the first people to book a Boogie and bring them to our university, man, and to see A Boogie go far. We had Fetty Wap, Slick. Even during that time up there, bro, we had J. Cole and Future at the same damn time. No pun.
That was good.
They don't understand how lit that era was. Like, you have to understand how lit that era was. Like, because even though we did have social media, niggas wasn't posting that much. Like, Instagram just came out. And before the stories, we was just posting each other. So you see now that it's a cool thing for a lot of people just to have like 14 posts or under 10 posts on their page. Like, back in the days, motherfuckers' profile used to have over 1,000 posts because niggas was just posting random shit, random memes, everything. Niggas treated their grid like a story, and niggas was actually alive. Niggas was actually having fun for real. Like, oh my God, I feel sorry for you guys who haven't enjoyed that era being outside now, because like it was such a better time. We had fun. It was just like, and we was able to connect with one another, man. So shout out to Fetty Wap, man. I see that you're in the stew, but Fetty Wap, please take your time. You don't have to release music right away. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time reacclimating to the world. You feel me? Because right now they're torturing Max B, even though Max B and French Montana just released a new album, and it sounds pretty decent, but you could tell Max B is very, very rusty. So Fetty Wap, please take your time. But the streets is happy that you home, brother. Now, Slick, what's your thoughts about Bruno Mars' new single, man? A lot of people saying, I don't understand the criticism for it, because one thing they've been saying about Bruno Mars is his engineering of his songs. They said that it lacks grittiness. It sounds too perfect. And they also don't know what is a Bruno Mars sound. What's your thoughts on that?
To both. I think first the three questions. I like the song. It's upbeat. It's different than what we got on the radio right now. It's Bruno in his pocket. We know Bruno can make any kind of pop record. He's gonna make a song. And what is pop? Popular music. It's gonna be something that we probably have heard the format before, but it works. It's not him trying to be super edgy. It's not him trying to reinvent the wheel. He plays to the hits. He plays to what has worked for the last 75 years, 80 years in the music industry. I cannot be mad at that. About the grittiness, like, nigga, did y'all not hear his second album? Unorthodox Jukebox had all sorts of different sounds. Locked Out of Heaven, what's it called? Gorilla. Fucking, what is another record song on that record?
Well, unfortunately, the 24K Magic album and Silk Sonic album, a lot of people are saying that, he just emulates eras. He doesn't have like a Bruno Mars sound. That's the heavy criticism that I'm hearing from the Joe Budden, the New Warrior Mall, all these top musical podcasts are saying this. This is like, it sounds too engineered. It sounds too like, you just sound like you're just doing a cover of a certain era instead of this is actually a Bruno Mars song.
My question is, what's the problem with that? He's won every accolade you could win as an artist. That every time he drops, it's a hit. He hasn't put out a bad project yet. Again, Unorthodox Jukebox. Every time Bruno Mars dropped, my response is, every time he dropped, it doesn't sound like anything else that's out right now. So if you're mad at him for playing the hits and doing consistently what the books tell you to do in every industry, follow the trends, follow history, it repeats itself and you will be successful. The problem is everybody want to reinvent the wheel, and then you got niggas mumbling, not enunciating, singing and rapping off key and off beat, producing shit that is cool for a little minute, but you go back and like, why the fuck was I listening to this? I'll be bumping. You could bump any Bruno Mars song, any of the 45 he has out, because he only put 9 songs on the album.
Facts.
And you will sit there and say, damn, I remember where I was when this came out. This was a great fucking song. So for everybody that wants, it's like the Drake argument. The only difference is Bruno sings, so he got a little bit more, like, he has more leeway in what he could talk about.
Yeah, because look, y'all killed him when he tried to do that Sexy Red song.
Exactly.
Killed him.
There was nothing like Fat, Juicy, and Wet on out in a long time, and niggas didn't want to hear it. So yeah,
we out to Jersey in August, man.
I'm down.
That's where he's coming in town with his tour.
I'm down. That's I pay bread for that. He's on my.
I ain't gonna lie, because I remember when you told me when I went to Vegas for my birthday, I told you, there's a Bruno Mars residency, and I was like, you told me to go. I went. That boy could perform. I will pay to see a Bruno Mars concert anytime he's in town. That's one performer. If he's in town, I will go out my way. And it's not that many people on that list. You already know the number one nigga who I went to go see. Iceman. But Bruno Mars is definitely in my top 5 of performers that I will drop everything if he comes to the city. And he's going to do arena tours, and he's bringing Anderson .Paak. And also, Leon Thompson, like, you've been on the move quite lately. I can't really say too much bad things about that because you did release an album while on tour, and it is fire. I don't know. I do you think artists should sit their ass down, or they should still continue moving?
I think that I don't know what they Cole said. Somebody said it. Or was it a breakdown of Cole? Somebody said something along the lines of, like, the music industry is like a factory, right? There's always somebody coming to fill the spot. So while you hot and it's your turn, go hard, because there's no guarantee if you take all the time in the world you gonna want, people gonna want to still hear your shit. Unless you dropping some like legendary, like you a Lauryn Hill, and you could drop one album and still tour for 30 years. You feel me?
And be late too.
You don't have, and I think this goes for a metaphor for life. You don't have all the time in the world. Do that shit while you can do that shit. Whether if you need to take a couple months to get it right, cool. Put that shit out. Do it. Run it up. Go on tour. For Leon Thomas, you think he been in the public eye for like the last 15 years, and people just finding out about all the crazy stuff he's done. right? So now you've done your small headlining, not small. I don't want to disrespect them. Your small, oh God, not small. Your 5,000, 10,000 seat
Your
venues,
personal tour.
your personal venues. Now you get a chance to go into stadiums and play music for people that might not be. They might know Mutt, but they don't know Leon Thomas. So you got a 20-minute set or a 30-minute set to really show them your stuff and your music. You playing live instrumentation, it ring off. Go hard. You dropped what? 4 projects in the last 3 years. Why not? While producing some big records, pipe down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all right, shout out to you, man. Also, last topic on the music section, man. J. Cole announced the Fall Off album. He did it for us Aquarius, even though I'm not jacking him. February 6th. What's your thoughts about the J. Cole Fall Off album?
Yo, that diss 2 track 2 hard. I think that now that he's in the space where he's like, yo, I had to make my best work, my last work, my best work. And the perspective of him rapping, and then even the concept of the fall off, people gonna say, "Yo, you fell off because we had you was arguably on some days #1 in the big 3, and you know the bravado you were speaking with, you didn't react." So seeing how he pivots from that, and like I said, the production on the album trailer, and then the record was fire. And not to say it's an underdone or overdone topic for the record he put out. But boy, like we haven't been hearing that recently, especially as a single. So shout out to Cole.
Oh, I'm here for it, man. I know a lot of people can't wait to see, but I'm a little upset because now I don't know the status of the Iceman album now. I've been talking to some of my OVO affiliates, shout out to Club Paradise, shout out to everyone. Because this week was supposed to be potentially Iceman episode 4, either this Thursday or next Thursday. Now, I don't know when I think Drake, now that he knows that J. Cole is releasing on the 6th, I think he might rearrange the dates on it. And also, quick question, because you're a J. Cole fan. If you're J. Cole, do you want Iceman to release right now, so by the time your album comes out, or do you want it afterwards? Because you run a chance where if you release before your project, people are going to talk about it still when your project comes out. Or then if it's released after your project is going to get talked about for like a week or 2 before niggas move on to the Drake album. So what would you prefer if you was J. Cole?
I mean, I think Cole's built a big enough fan base that it don't matter. Even the people that love Cole still gonna buy the album. That's why he do the numbers he does, regardless of promotion and whatnot. But I also think if he was to drop and Drake was to drop, people were gonna want to have that debate, right? If Drake was to say something about Cole was to address the situation. Like, it keeps it in the verbiage of people's minds right now. So I would say fuck it, let them go at the same time.
Drake, you can shoot at that nigga if you want to. I'm here for it. I'm ready to fight all these J. Cole fans. All right, Iceman. All right, let's get to some sports, man. All right. Shout out to the NBA, man. They had some international games, starting off with the Grizzlies and Magic in Berlin, Germany. What was your thoughts about John Morant versus his teammate Vince, and the little exchange that was recorded?
I mean, as grown men, as professionals, you got every right to say some shit in a sense of like, yo, if you feel disrespected, Ja doing that shit because he immature and he don't want to be there. Niggas is paying you a lot of money to be there. I get it. You can feel how you want to feel, but once that shit start trickling, like, you doing everything in your power to get out of there. Them niggas should ship your ass to some city you don't want to be in. Just because, again, I think we forget the plot. Niggas is getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball, play a kid's game. And you telling your teammate we could fight in we could, like he told you, we could step to the bat like, man, like, we ain't gotta mess up nobody, bruh. You got your 100, 200 million. This man trying to get his second contract.
Yeah, he has a round 2 draft pick. He knows, and you Nike, he knows it. Like, shout out to Gil Arena and Gilbert Arena too, on the Gil Arena. He said this too, like, yo, if you touch this nigga publicly, who you think they gonna cut? They gonna cut that young boy so fast before he even look around. If he had punched you right then and there. So if it's like you telling him he's not like that, you should step to the back to him. If it was really that case.
I don't think Ja like that, to be honest with you.
I 100% believe that. I think he adopted a YN persona, and it scares me because it's just like, bro, you low key losing a great legacy of a career because you're trying to be something that you're not. For what? You could have been the face of the league. Okay, I understand. I understand why a lot of players don't want to be the face of the league because you can see what LeBron did. LeBron did practically everything right, and they still have stuff to say about him, and they still all over his life. So I can understand that, but you could really be one of the faces, and you put yourself in a compromising position. And now you think you want to, because one of the places he wants to go to is either Brooklyn or Miami. You better pray they send you to Brooklyn, because at least in Brooklyn you get you some bullshit. But you think Pat Riley is going to let you rock out in Miami? You think Pat Riley gonna let you rock out? Huh. You saw what he did to LeBron. He stopped that nigga's cookies. You think he gonna let you bring that gun out? Yeah, let's stop that. Real quick, what's your thoughts about Rich Paul's comments on Austin Rivers and Austin Rivers' agent approaching him and about that?
I'm gonna be honest. We gotta go back to days where I know this is a Twitter joke. Everybody shouldn't have a microphone. Sometimes we shouldn't have a microphone, respectfully. But the idea is like, yo, you're the agent to the most. It ruins LeBron's legacy in the sense of like, yo, agents allowed to talk and should do whatever, but you're saying shit that like you're trying to get the public. Like you're sabotaging the league. Not saying the Lakers going to win the shit, but you're sabotaging the Lakers to try to get your client what they want, and it's done in bad taste. Austin Reeves having a great season. Do I think he's right? Yeah, there's an argument. I said trade Austin Reeves before the season, regardless. And I like Austin Reeves to play just because him and Luka are redundant, and LeBron is old. You need another player of a different skill set just to be able to like.
He's up for 200. For 240.
Yeah, he gonna get a close number to that too. But like that idea is like, yo, bro. Even if I know it and you know it, your job is not to say it. You feel me? Like discretion matters.
Wait. So I had that exact thoughts until I saw Gil's Arena today, and they're saying this is all just a big play for him to be a general manager or some Rob Pelinka shit. This whole podcast that he's doing is trying to show that, because apparently what a lot of team does, a lot of team goes to a lot of agents because a lot of most players are represented by the same agent or agencies. And a lot of these teams goes to these agents and see how they could fit some pieces on their team. They basically go there for some advice. With him doing this show right now, it's basically being like showing his knowledge on team building and stuff. So potentially leading him to having a job like Rob Pelinka. And you also know that LeBron James is heavily inquiring about getting a team once he retires too. So this is a big play for Rich Paul to showcase his skills.
That's cute, nigga. Stop saying shit that's gonna fuck up the season.
I'm gonna wait until Talks come to have an NFL recap because he was talking spicy in a text message over here.
Yeah, y'all niggas wild. I was trying to take a nap, and I seen like 50 fucking messages. I was like, what y'all talking about?
Because he said out of nowhere too. I was minding my business, Slick. I was minding my business. We go back to this. Jalen Hurts is not a top 10 quarterback after the Eagles got dropped off last week. I'm not even an Eagles fan. I'm not even a Jalen Hurts fan. I just understand that you can't discredit a man who's been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. Won one. He's top 10 off of that, period, in the league. I ain't say he's number one. I ain't say he's MVP level. I just say, hey, in the list of top 10, respectfully, you got to put him there. His numbers is not that incredible because they don't ask him to do that much. But he's top 10 off the fact that he's been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, and he has a good winning record. This man want to argue me down and put Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert. You saw what the fuck they did to that nigga over here. They done broke that boy saying vicious last Sunday. And you bring in all these new niggas who only 2-3 years still got Similac on their breath. I'm gonna wait till he comes on this platform so we can have this big discussion on it. But the NFL playoffs is crazy. This is possibly one of the best divisional rounds in years. A lot of teams that I thought was gonna come out gun blazing, whoo, ain't coming out gun blazing. The defense has been showing up from all sides. That Packers game, the Packers lost that game. I'm not gonna give it to the Bears, even though shout out to Caleb Williams, they call him Iceman out there. He's doing a good job, but the Packers lost that game respectfully. The Bears shouldn't have won that game. But the playoffs is going well, so I'm excited to hear it. There's a lot of head coaches that got fired this past week that we're gonna talk about just do for the sake of time. But I just saw that John Harbaugh just got hired by the Giants. I think this might be a good pick for him. But hey, niggas not gonna give you 18 years in the Giants. You got 2 years max before niggas might kick you out again. So make sure you get your shit on point and start off the ground running over here, bro. And then I keep the fantasy punishment for next week for toxing us. All right, let's get to our song of the week. If you listen to this on YouTube, please exit and go to your favorite streaming platform, preferably the live podcast app, which you can download on iOS and Android, where you can find our previous songs of the week on Apple Music playlist, on our Spotify music playlist. What we got this week, brother? Hey, shout out. That was Bush Girls by Tim. All right, you can find our previous songs of the week on our previous playlist, our Spotify music playlist, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick.
I could be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. You already know who we're sponsored by. The one and only Heart of Moisture.
This Might Not Go Well podcast is sponsored by Heart of Moisture, your most trusted distributors in all things beauty. From hair products to wellness tools and more, we provide you with access to beauty supplies from wherever you are. Follow us on all social platforms at Heart of Moisture and visit our website at heartofmoisture.com. Let us know how we can serve your community when it comes to your wellness needs. Email us at admin@heartofmoisture.com for more information. Essentials with ease.
Yes. Shout out to the ladies at Heart of Moisture. Go support Black women business. All right, Slick. TSA time, man. We got a couple topics here, man. I wanted your thoughts on this battle between Samaya, who's a Twitch streamer, and DJ Academics, man. So you could load the TikTok as I give a little back story on this. So we talked about Samaya last week about her doing a stream where some of the girls on there talk about they gotta make $100K a month. Well, she was over there. It was revealed that she was over there in Turks and Caicos with Trippie Redd. If you didn't know, Samaya was linked to No Cap. And this what led to DJ Academics going on a long rant saying how what she's doing right now is prepping herself for escort service. Samaya heard that. And Samaya and him started having a back and forth, which led to this.
What I'm telling you right here, this is the game. You're 20, and your wide-eyedness, that thinking, oh, I'm just seeing shit and streaming, is how niggas get you into escort culture, because you're saying, I'm just going there to stream and I'm on a jet. No, why do you're not that cool, shorty, I'm telling you. You're again brought there with your friends to get fucked.
No, nobody got fucked. That's what I'm saying. That's where you're wrong at. You're wrong. Again, you're wrong. Okay. It seems like, in your mind, in your world, you have to do these things for bitches because they're not generally gonna fuck with you for you.
Difference between me and you in this conversation, I'm down to be all the way honest. Yo, I booked a jet for 80 grand. I brought them bitches there to fuck. Straight up. I'm not here to lie about nothing. Why did you?
Of course you're trying to fuck.
Man. I know every rapper who's gonna say when Sway Lee go to Bahamas and bring 30 girls, he brings them to fuck.
Of course.
Why did Trippie bring you?
Of course.
By the way, baby.
So this led to a lot of discord, got people defending Samaya like DDG, and you got a lot of people saying DJ Academic was right. I come to sit here and say DJ Ac is right. I don't support it, and I know Black women don't kill me. I don't support everything DJ Academic says or anything, and I agree his tone and how he said it came off very rude and stuff, which he later explained that since she made some tweets disrespecting him, he thought that she was gonna come with that energy, so he came with that disrespectful energy. But he's right, Samaya. I fuck with you because I like Jay Cinco. I watched Jay Cinco stream. Shout out to Jay Cinco, and you was part of his stream earlier in 2025. But these niggas is not inviting you to the islands because you a cool streamer. Slick. I oh my God. They gonna come after me again, Slick. This is 2026. They gonna come after me again, man. It's like some. Okay, I need to learn. I learned the way to say some. Some women in this era y'all can't be this naive.
I'll save you.
Slick, help me out. Slick, save you. Yeah, save me, please.
I think, all right, the messenger act was wilding, and he definitely went a little too left with how he's trying to deliver it. There's a naivety. It's about situations. Don't put yourself in a situation where dudes feel entitled to you, right? And again, a woman always has the right to say no. We understand that. We grasp that. What a lot of us say in these spaces is like, don't put yourself in a situation like everything that glitters ain't gold. Like that's the truest way to kind of analyze it. Some dudes got money. I've heard it. Oh, he got money. You don't have money, so you understand. I understand, and I understand what his money means. Yes, his $80,000 jet might be the equivalent of me like spending $800, which is big or whatever in certain brackets, right? But at the same point, that same nigga that spent $800, he might think he deserves some buns after whatever he threw it on you for, because he tricking. He's like, oh, this is the game, right? The game has always been the game. It will always be the game. Just be careful at situations you put yourselves in. Especially you young, it's like, oh, this is the lifestyle I'm in. You're going to run up on the wrong one that might, be with. And like you said, if some niggas got the bread, cool, whatever. That's what they do. That nigga's going to have the relationship the way he wants it. Go ahead.
And to give you more context, because when she did go to Turks and Caicos with Trippie Redd and that crew, she did make No Cap did do a tweet, and then she hit him with one of the lines that he hit her with, like, stay loyal to the game, nigga. And then No Cap was just like, yo, I don't care what Trippie Redd did as long as he keeps me on the album. And Trippie Redd quote tweets in hashtag NDA. And one of the things that DJ Academics was saying, like, yo, these niggas are hitting other niggas and asking what's the status on you. Like, yo, your coochie good, head fire. Like, yo, what's the deal with her? She, we could take her there. And like, he's like trying to explain that to her, like, yo, shorty, you went to the spot with Trippie Redd, not understanding what the optics on you look like. You in your head thinking you're just going to go with this rapper to this island and get some content off, but you don't even know what the whole octave is, the whole context of how it's going to look when you go down there and how you're going to be viewed and what it means. Because no disrespect, I like your content, Samaya, but it's not like you do a Black Boy Max, like in the booth. It's not like you do in her stream. It's just a lifestyle stream of her just hanging out, maybe talking or doing like, little like date streams. But what I'm trying to say, and no disrespect to her content, but you're not doing nothing where we could justify you hanging out with this rapper without having some sort of giving up the buns thing. And he's trying to explain that he's trying to save her from that, because it's just like, you just got upset a few months ago because niggas was calling you a community ball, but you don't understand what the fuck you just did was a community ball type of action. You think, like, that's why I say the certain naiveness is like, you really think a famous nigga here is going to invite 20 girls here for free, don't have them pay, just to be in your presence? And I think they know I think they know that, but they trying to finesse the system, Slick. But that's a different topic. We're not gonna try to stay here for too long, Slick. Anything else you want to say on this, or you want to move on?
No, I think like you said, it's like, yo, don't be foolish, but also understand. To a lot of women ain't foolish. Sometimes they just don't want to lose an argument. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, perfect. I'm not trying to talk 2026 on the bad side. All right, Slick. In this next TikTok, this lady who has a gym partner wants to know if she's right for leaving her gym partner for this reason.
So I just walked out on a man in the middle of our workout at the gym because he tried to play in my face. Now, to give you a little backstory, this man has been following me. I met him once a while ago. He's been following me. I made a post about needing to get back in the gym and how I'm being inconsistent. He was like, I can help you. I took him up on the offer. He's cool. I was like, okay, cool. Let's just be gym buddies. That's it. Like, I need somebody to hold me accountable, and that's fine. So we did go work out. Everything was cool. The first time we worked out, it was good. I was like, hey, you want to do this again? Like, it was cool. Now, after the workout session, he did express romantic interest. Do I know that men are attracted to me? Yes. I'm not stupid doodle dumb. But does that mean I'm about to be with you, date you? No, we're just doing the gym thing. I very much keep men at an arm's length and a distance at all time. But he was like, you know, if you ever want to go on a date, I am feeling you. I was like, I know you were attracted to me because, again, I'm not stupid. But I'm like, let's do the gym thing. I think this is good. I'm not really looking to, date right now. We're just going to be gym buddies. So we're in the gym today, right? We're doing our workout. Everything's going well. And then there was this woman that approached him. So I don't say nothing. I just kind of looked at her. Now, she did look my way, and she was like, hey, I saw you. And I was like, oh, my God, that's my dad. Turns out the woman is his daughter. Now, we had just talked about the daughter. I think the first time we worked out, we talked about the daughter. So I'm familiar with her. She's not familiar with me, right? So they're having about a 3-minute conversation. They chopping it up, as they should. But at no point during this conversation did he even look over to me, or did he even say, oh, hey, that's my friend Sheila. We're working out. Simple. We're gym buddies. All you could have did was introduce me. But you didn't. So she walks away, and he kind of seems like we're about to continue this workout. To which I got off the machine, and I was like, yeah, I'm uncomfortable with that. I felt very unseen. Like, we're platonic friends, and you could have just introduced me. Now, you did express romantic interest.
You can cut it off. Cut it off, Flick.
I'm going to sleep. You just told the nigga you don't want him. Why am I introducing you? You a client. You're a client. Why? What are we doing? You want to feel special? Move on.
Okay. Damn, you're going to hate this next one. Play the first 10 seconds of this next clip, Slick.
And so you going to give it up to all the other men, but you going to make your fiance wait? Yes. Yes.
Well, I guess wow. Wow. Okay. That's what I get for waiting.
Is she justified for making her fiance wait and let other niggas hit?
Wow. That was wild. I knew I should have previewed these shits. Oh, wow. That's wild. That's wicked. What is it? It's a nasty world we live in.
Bro, but I hear a lot of women, they don't say it like her. They jazzy it up and sounded better, like, oh my God, if we wait, you know how much better it will be once we get intimate, all that jazzy language here. And you know what always my kind of argument is, Slick? What if a nigga start dating you, but he says like, yo, before I really take you on expensive dates and really take you to fancy dinners, take you out of the country, I really want to take things slow. And wait a while before we actually have a connection, before we start doing those major opportunities, right? Then you find out that this nigga's been tricking all strippers, traveling nurses. He's been buying them Birkins, Louis Vuittons, and all that off the first meet, and he making you wait. How are you going to feel in that situation? It's exactly how niggas feel about that situation.
The two most heartbreaking scenarios for men and women. For men, it's finding out the shorty that you waiting for, you putting all your time, effort, and energy, and actually not lying to, is out here being smutted out for somebody else.
Like, yo, wait, hold on. You made me take you to the roof. You made me take you to the towel. And this nigga hit off of 8 and E and J.
Bitch, I wrote you love letters and shit. I'm picking you up from work.
What?
We going on. I'm broken. I'm taking you on cheap dates, and we actually having a conversation. I'm not even trying to get in the panty drawers.
Facts. Yo, I'm over here actually what time you waking up, and I'm setting my alarm clock 5 to 10 minutes before so I can hit you up and say good morning. Hopefully you have a blessed day, giving you positive words of affirmation. And you letting this nigga hit because he tall?
Facts.
And he probably did some yeah. GG's, man. The game is rigged, fellas. Just don't ask no questions, man. I'm Slick. You said this plenty of times before. Ignorance is bliss when it comes to dating women. Like the less you know, the more happy you're gonna be.
You don't want to know too much shit. I don't want to know shit about you.
Respectfully, hell yeah, I'm with that. I don't want to know anything about you. Like to me, you were just born the day I met you.
I don't want to know shit about you. Respectfully, lie to me. Lie to me. Don't change your passcode every day so I can never ever lie to me.
Agreed. Now I gave you a scenario where was she right? Now I have a lot of scenario where. Is this guy right for dumping his woman?
So apparently she went out and got into an argument with a man. Got to arguing with him and stuff like that. And then I guess like he tried to get physical with her. So she ended up leaving the club or whatever. Her friend stayed, she left. She ended up texting the guy that she was dating, telling him about what was going on. Instead of him jumping to her defense, he said, first of all, you wasn't even supposed to be there tonight.
Yeah, not that
Secondly, why would you argue with the man in the club and I'm not there? Third of all, why would you argue with the man in the club? Period. You don't know this man. You don't know what he got outside in his trunk. You don't know nothing. So basically he told her, you're wrong. You know, you don't listen. You're at this point, I don't even want to deal with you no more because you won't even allow me to lead. You don't listen to nothing that I say. I'm not about to lose my future. I'm not about to lose my life because I'm defending you when you decided to be dumb in that.
What's your thoughts?
I believe I understood everything he said. It doesn't seem like that was the first time he said something. You don't allow me to lead. So I think if it's like a one-off, like y'all fresh off, if fresh relationship, y'all go out, I'm gonna go out, baby, go out with your friends. Bitch, you got to a fight. Fuck you, what you fighting for? Versus like years in, you like, what you and Keisha about to go do? Let's go get some food. Yeah, we about to go get dinner. 7 hours later, babe, this dinner, restaurant closed at 10 o'clock. You feel me? And then you got into some shit. It's like you don't want to be in those situations. I think that again, men and women, two different perspectives when it comes to these things. A lot of women just want to make sure their man come home and he ain't with no hoes. A lot of niggas want to make sure their girl come home and she, it's safe. That's it. We both want. You want to make sure I am untouched. I want to make sure you are unfucked. Or vice versa. You want to make sure I'm unfucked. I want to make sure you untouched. Right.
Yep.
So it is like if you feel like you can communicate that and it goes in one and out the other because you're gonna do what you want to do and I'm not your daddy and all this, that, and the third. I bet say that, but I don't have to subscribe to it.
Yep. And I don't have to subscribe to my life
man.
on the line
And some people are like, oh, that's weak nigga shit. No, it's not. It's like again. If we building something cool, but if you can't respect the build in honor of like, yo, you said you wasn't going to do this. I'm like, all right, cool. And then you want to call me because you did something you wasn't supposed to do when the shit went left. I don't like have to subscribe to that.
I agree, brother. And also, you have one time to show me if you deserve my protection or not of how you handle situation. Because I respect girls where calling their man is their last option. Those are the type of women that I like. That they understand that if I call my man and my man comes in here, something has happened. I'm going to try to diffuse the situation as much as I can, remove myself from the situation before I call my man. Because at the end of the day, if he comes, something can happen to him or something can happen to the other person. My man could either be dead or he in jail for protecting me. And this is one of my red flags in dating too, is how like women handle conflict, not only within the relationship, but outside of it too. Because if you so quick to get into an argument with a man and you ready to call me, you don't care about my life. Because at the end of the day, I as a man, we know that we have to lay our life on the line for our women. If you just call me willy-nilly because you just got into an argument with a nigga and you didn't diffuse it and you didn't do nothing, oh, you don't care about me. You don't care about me at all. Like and also with that too is I want to know if I do get that call, I expect that you tried everything in your power to remove yourself from the situation before I got to that. So when I get there, I don't have to think that you are wrong and that you needed my protection. So I don't care what women have to say about that, because my life, I got a life to live too, bro. I think sometimes they forget that. Sometimes, like, yo, I don't want to go to jail, and also I don't want to be in a casket at an early age. But I'm down to protect you, and I'm down to put my life on the line if I love you. Don't use that willy nilly because you know that. All right, we can save this next one for next week. Let's get to our choose one, brother. All right, this week's choose one. Would you rather have 10 wishes, but you can't wish for money, or get $10 million in cash?
10 wishes.
Which one you choosing?
10 wishes.
10 wishes, but you can't wish for nothing, for no money. Nothing that has to do with you getting money or anything like that.
I mean, I'm wishing for the skill, knowledge, and the skill set.
You trying to
I'm a rationalizer. One of my things could be I'm gonna wish for the knowledge and skill to do something, because then you could develop the skill, and that could inadvertently, you're not directly getting money from it, but people will pay you for it. It could be lucrative.
So tell me the wish, and I want to see if I can poke a hole in it.
All right, so I wish to have I wish to have the skill set of the best options trader, right? Or develop the skill set to be the best options trader in a short period of time. Right? Technically, I'm not making direct money in my pocket. I'm learning how to invest money I already have.
Ooh, but because you know how certain wishes, you have to be very, very, very precise with your word. All right, you have the best option. Or there might be an option where you might lose all your money, but you could get it back. As the best trader, you know how to get it back. You gonna understand what you can put in. You gotta be able to see the risk. You navigating charts and data, right? Or so you just want to be a Forex trader, nigga? I know a nigga in Long Island.
You said give me an example. I could be like, I wish to be a master photographer. Now I'm not saying I want it for the bread, but if I'm taking crazy flicks with cameras and lighting and everything, that eventually parlays itself into making bread while I'm charging thousands of dollars a session. Or I'm making like $900 in a 1 hour session.
But you are knowledgeable, brother. You telling me if I put $10 million in cash, I tell you to create generational wealth for you and yours. You telling me you can't do that as you are right now?
I mean, I'll figure some shit out, but I'm like, with the wishes, it's sustainable. Like you said, that 10 million, I make the wrong deal, that's gone. But if I got the skill set, I get it back. You just give me the money. Like, all right, I might make some shit hit. It might go down from 10 to 1. I might build it back up to 10. You feel me? What about you?
Okay. I'll do the 10 wishes. Just. I don't know why I don't know why I would do my 10 wishes for. That's my only thing, because I really believe like in the genie shit, and that if you be so vague with it, so I would have to literally sit down and really write my wishes to the point where there's no loopholes in it. Fuck it, I might just wish for 100 wish or unlimited wishes. Just do some shit like that. So, hey, I don't have to wish for money, but hey, I can still wish for more things. But then again, $10 million in my account right now don't look too bad. It wouldn't look too bad, Slick. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I could survive the rest of my life off of 10 mil, respectfully, and be okay. But let us know in the comment section which one you will pick. I think that's a great way to end this episode, man. Make sure you download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android. Make sure you follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If any branded deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. I'm the voice of outside, B Breezy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
It's your boy Slick. Y'all be great, and we'll see y'all next week.
Take out.
Distinct beats. Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.